Right ships.
Ships.
Yeah, metal ships, cylinder ships, triangle ships, way beyond the arsenal of our black projects or whatever. So, and you have to remember too, this has been going on for, God, I don't know.
A few hundred years at least.
Yeah, a few hundred years.
Yeah.
So I don't think we had black ops a few hundred years ago. We probably had some pretty weird stuff here on the planet, but nobody knew about it. But we do have underground bases and facilities and higher dimensional beings that have been here for quite some time. And these might, especially in the past, these had to be their ships. But anyway, there's so much going on right now. It's just insane. So I'm going to turn this over to Peter first, and he talk about a little bit of his experiences here at the ranch and what he's been filming and experiencing lately. So here's Peter Slattery with ECETI, Australia.
Yeah, so I've been here for probably 7 weeks now, I think, something like that. Basically, it's just daily, the activity, nightly. A lot of stuff for me happens during the day. We've had a few good sightings during the day. Even just before this show started, we've had like a lot of Pleiadian activity here at the moment. People that are sensitive can feel the energies. But on top of all that, we've been working on Contact has begun too. So I think, what was it, the first night that came out on Netflix had something like 20 million hits?
Yeah,
something
I think
like that.
Well, it was about the first 2 weeks they had 28 million.
28 million.
Hits,
So it's a bit of a job to try and keep that quality and beat that, but that's sort of what I'm working on at the moment. So me and James have been good mates now for probably going on 5 years. So there's a lot of stuff that I can document as a friend and as a documentarian, though I don't really call myself that will show an insight into James's life that no one else could get. Just for the fact that we're good friends, but not just the contact side of things, but James as a person and his soul and what he's like for people in general, how giving he is here to open up the ranch and that. So I hope I do that justice, but that's something for people to look out for soon, as well as the latest documentary that we've just released, The Uncontrolled Narrative, which is up now that James is speaking about. But we've got a few other projects on the way as well, but it's continuous, and I'm just glad that, I don't know how many people this hall's packed out tonight, but it's just great that people can come here and experience it and just be open for to experience things in general, because whether it's Bigfoot or elementals or UFOs or ETs or otherworldly beings in whatever form, this is a place where James has created and held a space for everyone to come here and do that. But everyone's an experiencer, you don't have to come here to do it, but the veils are very thin here due to the mountain, due to the portal, the ECETI Stargate, and due to what James does. So it's just I don't know how many times a day I walk up to you and go, this just happened.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, we have everything going on. We also have a lot of the nature spirits showing up in people's films and Bigfoot and everything else. And so I know it's kind of hard to swallow for a lot of people because there's so much happening here, but welcome to the vortex. So the veils are very thin here between worlds, and there's worlds within worlds, and Einstein and Michio Kaku and all the great minds have talked about this and explained the other dimensions and the worlds within worlds and worlds outside of our perception. But here we seem to be able to perceive these worlds because the veils are much thinner. And this also sits in a magnetic field, and it's been well documented as well that actually the magnetic field here at the ranch is a place where it's very easy to connect, with the higher dimensional beings and have your own experience.
John Babanko, I just want to say, John Babanko, the remote viewer, a good friend of ours, he showed us it was an American government website, and it's from satellite imagery. It shows the hot spots and really high points of electromagnetic fields on America anyway. I'm not sure about the rest of the world. And Mount Adams was like one of the most high electromagnetic points in all of the United States of America. It showed in sort of the thermal imagery sort of thing, but it was peaking at Mount Adams, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we're going to switch over. We've got Greg Sullivan here with ECETI, and he can talk a little bit about. He's brought a group here, some wonderful people from Japan, and he brings groups here on a constant basis. And so maybe you can talk a little bit about your group here and their experiences and how that's been going.
Yeah, definitely. It's great to be back. I've been home a total of a day since I was here last, so it's been we're in the peak season of our of our year. It's been an amazing year, and we just avoided another. We've had as you've seen in the news probably, they just had the earthquake in Hokkaido the day everyone left, and it's been a really big earth change year over there. Half the typhoons are man-made, and the other half are kind of like ascension waves coming in. It's clearing by water, you know, and also with the record heats, we had this Mars transit with the fire element coming down, and so it's been a really powerful year so far. I agree completely with the fact that contact's getting closer, and I was surprised how many great videos are coming out in daytime and just with the smartphones. You know, some of our members here got the metallic ships just as we entered the field on the first night, you know, and as it was still light outside. So encourage everyone to throw on that slow motion mode and see what you can get on the field. Congrats also, Peter, great job. Thanks for doing the uncontrolled narrative. We did the interview last time I was here about a month ago, and then I didn't realize it was going to come out so soon, so great job.
Having it out in 3 days, man.
It might take us a few more years to subtitle that. We work at a snail's pace, but basically, it feels so peaceful here this time too, getting to the end of the season here, and I think the mountain is everything. Every time we come, it seems like things are ramping up as well as stabilizing. So. You know, it's we've had a great experience. I'd like to one of the people here had an experience with past relatives, and I wanted to. We've had several of these issues come up with a new category of ETs is recently ascended humans, and we've had several contacts with people who pass and go right into a ship and start communicating, or you know, and so we had an episode with that in one of the sessions this time too. And it happened again in Japan, where people are connected with loved ones who have become, they're not in the astral anymore, they're actually going right into HD, higher dimensions. Yeah, so that's a whole new type of contact.
Yeah, that happened with my father. It was really weird when he crossed over. We were all there, and his last words were "beam me up." Yeah, and so I go, "Beam me up." Why would he say "beam me up"? And so I walk outside and I look up, and here's this beautiful turquoise light ship over the house. And what I found is he went back to the Ryan system. He's like 6-dimensional Ryan being working there. And he'd always had contact and connections with ETs and things. So we have to kind of reevaluate our concept of heaven. You know, you may not just get, you know, some wings and a heart. You might get a spaceship, a light ship. You know, so it's a lot more to heaven than we think.
We had wings and a heart appear yesterday as a cloud, actually, just like the ECETI logo. So we've had a lot of, and then we had the huge cloud ship type lenticular cloud over the field yesterday. It was beautiful. So I know looking forward to tonight's Skywatch too.
That photograph looked like your whole group just stepped off the ship.
Yeah,
the big lenticular cloud right behind
cloud ship
you.
type thing.
Yeah, that was great.
It's been amazing. So we filmed a lot of stuff last time, and we're trying to we're trying to do some project of our own in Japan where I'm gonna have like meditation music over scenes from the ranch and in around ECETI, so that people can who can't make it can kind of like remotely, you know, have like a meditation video, so to speak. So
virtual reality.
Yeah. We released Contact Has Begun last year, and that's been really popular, and coming out is going to be your book, Ultimate Soldier. And we seem to have one delay or another with the whole language and translation thing, but anyway, it's always everything's always in divine timing. Yeah, so I hope to have my story in English when it be holed up this winter and finally get something out to document. We're coming into the 10th year of JSETI next year, so hoping to have maybe you guys come back and have a large seminar, because there's no actual UFO research field in Japan. It's us versus the controlled narrative.
Yeah.
And it's us versus everything else. I hate to be, it's not to be divisive, but that's the fact of the matter. And so that's why we've reached out to, you know, that's why we have been so thankful to have, you know, you guys as great friends and supporters over the years. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Let me turn it over to Rob.
Yeah, I saw the teaser for Rob's film, and this is going to be amazing. So I'd like to hear more about it.
If you want to talk about your film, but first I'd like to talk a bit more about that equipment you have out there. And so how many, have you just had it one night out there, or 2 nights?
Yes, we arrived late Thursday night,
Okay,
and I just went out on my own without the equipment.
Oh,
And
okay.
last night was really our first night,
okay,
setting up all the equipment and
Yeah.
we got all the lights on the mountain there.
nice. And there's, it was, for the record, we had some big clouds over us, and it finally did clear up later on, but, did you get any more UFO activity in the sky after that, or just?
Yeah, actually, I stayed out till 3:51 a.m.
That's what I
Nice.
And then, yeah, and then, of course, it's too exciting to just turn off the equipment and go to bed. So I just have to, open up the SD cards and take a look and see what I caught. So I actually went to bed about 5. I spent about an hour going through all the time-lapse footage, and there's lots of lights up there.
Okay.
There's